Alright, welcome back everyone. It's week 4. Sorry I missed the previous week. I just swapped to night shift at the job, so it's been a bit of adjustment. Had this edited for a while, but just the final edit didn't really get done till about, I don't know, last night sometime after I got off work and everything. This week is moving week. I spent all that time getting the pine base just how I liked it, and then I realized, hey, I probably need to move. So heading to the desert biome. Lucky for me though, it's not very far away. I do end up locating the trader pretty fast, which was nice. And as soon as I got done with the trader, I went looking for a new base, and lucky for me, I found this POI like really fast. It's right down the road from the trader, so definitely going to clear that thing out. I know I've done it before in previous runs, so it shouldn't take too long. But there are a lot of zombies in here, so let's get to clearing it.
Master, we are not alone. I've got a bad feeling about this. Master, we are not alone. about this. Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Alright, POI cleared. Now it's time to make it nice and pretty. That means clearing all the blood stains, broken stuff, looting everything, and trying to get everything set how I want it here. Do it early. That way I don't really have to worry about doing it later on and whatnot. With big POIs like this, I know some people like to okay, this is the kitchen room, this is the workshop room, this is my bedroom. I don't like running around a whole lot. I try to keep things somewhat consolidated. It just makes it easy for me as I play. Leaning more on the side of like function over like, you know, aesthetics and whatnot. Maybe one day I'll do like an aesthetic type base. I'm not sure. We'll see. This week's a bit shorter in terms of like, I don't know, fun stuff happening. A couple wandering hordes pop up here and there, but nothing too crazy. The hordes are a bit harder, and I do end up clearing quite a few POIs right off the bat. As soon as I got here, as I wanted to be able to pick up and move when the time came and whatnot. Just, you know, do the mandatory quest to find the next trader for, I believe, the snow biome, and just kind of explore the desert, like, you know, at my leisure kind of thing. Let's see, what else? I can't really think of anything else that happened in this week that was too crazy. It's just the POI quest. I think I do end up picking up maybe one or two more survivors. I think they all have pipe machine guns. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. It was this gameplay footage you're watching was from maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it gets kind of fuzzy.
I got jobs and you got time. Let's make a deal. Here, have a look. Getting your hands dirty is how it's done. Have a look. I should have some work, if you're interested.
After running a few more POIs and maxing out the Madman, which I thoroughly enjoy, it's a lot of fun. The CC on those knuckles, so good. Made a decision to go ahead and swap to Soldier because the axe and the minigun just sound like really fun. I do know the axe is probably going to have a stamina issue right off the bat. I don't know how that's going to translate, you know, to fighting hordes with running low on stam as I'm trying to swing, but hopefully that's where the machine guns and the minigun will kind of like make up for that loss and whatnot. So now it's time to do Soldier, and I'll level that up through the desert biome, and I'm not sure what other class I'll swap to after that. Ideally, the ones with the auras, but the Witch Doctor sounds kind of cool, having more like summons. I just don't know if they're like permanent summons, like D2 style, or like temporary summons. So I'll have to kind of look into that to see where that goes. Okay, I am digging the machine guns and the axes so far. Very fun to like spray and pray with the machine gun and whatnot. But I can tell I am missing the SMGs already because of that burst and that like precision. But I mean, it is fun to kind of just like let loose and shoot, like crazy. If you have the ammo, I guess. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. We'll kind of see, how long I stick with the soldier class and whatnot. Leveled the M60 for a bit, and I was able to make the next tier machine gun. I think that's like a G36 like heavy machine gun variant or whatever. Feels better. The reload is more of a drum style, so it is much faster than the belt fed and whatnot. Still missing the precision and whatnot, and I don't know if it's just at this point like my machine gun like skill level just is not super high, so that the damage just isn't there compared to like a maxed out Madman, final tier SMG on burst. So, still sticking with it. I do plan to max every class that I end up playing, unless it's just really not vibing with me, but we'll get there. Time for a bit of farming. The only thing I really want to grow at this point is some super corn, so I can make the little fancier meals to help with the hunger drain. I think all the recipes are in the iron oven and whatnot. I just never got around to it at the old base. I think I was growing some potatoes and everything for the steak and potatoes, but now that I'm here, I might as well get started with the super corn and whatnot. For this mod in particular, I have the option on to where to grow crops you need like a water source nearby, so that's what the blue water barrel sitting next to the crops that you saw. You could just fill it up with a bucket and you'll be set to go. And you also need a light source. I thought torches counted, but apparently they don't, so you need an actual like light bulb kind of wired in nearby to give the crops light to grow. I might end up growing some more. If I could find some mushrooms, that'd be great. I'd still like to make steak and potatoes because it's just like a overall really good cheap food source. While I'm at it, I also set up some SMG auto turrets. The way these work, you wire them up to a motion sensor. You can choose what you want to trigger on the motion sensor, and I have it to like enemies and whatnot. So whenever you set the camera field of view to where you want to pick up, I would recommend like relatively close because you make it to where the camera can see really far out. If they pick it up, then I mean you're just kind of like blowing through your ammo and whatnot. So somewhat close field of view, not way down the road and whatnot. It's not bad. I think I might lose out on some XP when the SMGs on the turrets get the final kill, but I mean, you guys see, I mean, I've leveled like class is pretty easy. XP really isn't an issue here, so it's just something nice to have, even if just for like an early warning system. Like if a horde is coming, I'd like to know so I can get out and defend the base and everything.
Master, we are not alone. My senses have picked up something.
Not sure how this guy like got stuck in here and started crouch walking everywhere, but we make it work. I kept trying to lure him out. I was hoping he would like crouch down and go through the door arch, but He never did, so I ended up having just to kind of like spray and pray, you know, and take his ankles out, essentially, to get him down and whatnot and end the event. I went back to that army-based POI, and I'm not sure what I did, but it pissed everyone off. A lot more irradiated zombies started appearing, at least the green tier. I'd be clearing one building, and next thing you know, I'm like getting hit from behind. They just started kind of pouring out from everywhere. It was really close call a lot of times and whatnot, and that's pretty much like the story for this whole POI. A lot of close calls. I was just like really unprepared, I guess, really underpowered. Since I swapped classes and whatnot, it just made it a little more difficult. But hey, you know, that's the fun in it, I guess. at this point, I'm starting to feel like the pressure. I'm like, okay, maybe I should just be maining my fist weapons right now because it is hard in here. I did not expect it to be this difficult and whatnot. So yeah, it's one punch time, I guess, to try to clear this POI.
Might like to have picked up something. Master, we are not alone. I've got a bad feeling about this.
And I'm glad I swapped to fist weapons there and there. Was I'm not sure I would have lived swinging the axe and just burning through the 7.62 ammo. But fun POI, definitely worth. I got a lot more high-grade weapon components, so I mean I think I'm sitting on quite a bit of high-grade weapon components now. So whenever I level the higher tier weapons and whatnot through the classes, it's not going to be an issue making the high tier weapons. So that is a plus. decided to throw these shotgun turrets up as well, just at the, I guess the main door, while imagine they would be focusing their attacks and whatnot, because the garage doors, I mean, it'll take them forever to get through those. So shotgun turrets, why not? I am sitting on a crap ton of shotgun ammo. Don't get me wrong, I love shotguns, but I did play with them through the Purge playthrough. Not gonna lie, I am slightly tempted to go back that route. Was the shotgun just felt so good. But you know, trying new things, so I'm gonna do everything I can not to cycle back to the classes that I'd already played, just to try a little bit of everything out. I don't know what the right call is as far as the type of ammo to load for the shotgun turrets specifically. Like, do you want like the slug ones and whatnot to? I think they still blow through the zombies and potentially hit other zombies. Or if you just want buckshot. I'm not really sure what the best call is here for turrets specifically for the ammo. But for now, I think I just ended up loading, you know, your typical buckshot. Super corn harvest time. A good thing about this mod, or a mod included in the overhaul, is that once you plant the crops, you don't have to reseed. So they just kind of keep growing as long as you just remember to go back every now and then harvest. You're like pretty much set to go and whatnot. So super corn farm starting to roll, and now it is time for the minigun. Should be good, right? I mean, it's a freaking minigun, right? Like, how can you not like a minigun? I don't know any first-person shooter to where the minigun is just bad. I mean, you could argue, yes, it's bad because you're just wasting your ammo, but you're using it for fun. Like, you're just spraying everything down, like in the first Predator, where you just fucking mow down the jungle, you know, with the minigun because reasons. Okay, folks. Like I said, it's a relatively short week in terms of like action and anything exciting happening on this week's playthrough. Mainly just took a lot of time getting over here and getting things set up and just clearing a couple POIs and whatnot, and you got the class switch on top of that, so things just took a bit longer than it normally would when I was just running around punching the crap out of everything and, you know, SMGing, 3-bursting, you know, all the enemies. So you just have to bear with me every time I do a class reset. It's just not as entertaining and whatnot, and you just see me struggle bust it up and whatnot. As far as like how the mod is, I like to say, if you're like on the fence about this overhaul mod, I would definitely highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's not a complicated, you know, overhaul mod to install. If you have any like questions about it, you can look up the Rebirth wiki. There's a lot of information in there, honestly. A lot of info I should probably read myself. But there are guides on how to install the mod. It is super simple. There's a Discord that was really friendly. If you have a question, you can just ask or do a search function first. And everyone's been really like helpful and whatnot. Super simple. Even if you've never played with mods and whatnot, or the vanilla experience for 7 Days to Die, it just doesn't seem appealing to you, and if what you've been watching thus far looks a lot more fun, I highly recommend you try it out and whatnot. If you don't end up liking it for any reason, you can just uninstall the mod and maybe try another one. Maybe Asylum is more your kind of jam and whatnot, which I might do a recorded playthrough of Asylum eventually. It was pretty fun from what I recall, and that was probably over a year ago now, maybe close to a year, so I'm sure they've had a lot more updates and whatnot. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.